Currently, I'm going without power, but it won't be long till I turn it on. It's been so long since I've ridden or done anything. I've been so lethargic since fall, sometime in October, November, I don't remember. Anyway, it's been a long freaking time. So the old legs are not up for a whole ride like this. But we'll loosen them up without power and then switch over. Morning. Or not. At least the reason I come here is the trail is mostly hardpack and things, so there may be some areas of puddles or mud, but mostly it's just damp because of the hardpack. So you can ride it after the kind of winter we had with virtually non-stop rain. I don't know who Bonnie Anderson is. Morning. Okay, this is the darkest area. And the only part of like little single track there is on this whole trip. Up the hill we go. Oh, it feels so good to ride the bike again. You know, it isn't much, but it makes me feel good. It's something that is physical enough without killing my knees, and And I've always liked wheeled things, cars, motorcycles. And now, at this age, I really like bicycles. Forget all the maintenance and insurance and gas and all the things that go along with motorized vehicles. Gas-powered motorized vehicles, yes. This is kind of a motorized vehicle, although I ride it a lot not using the motor. But it sure is there when the old legs get tired or the hill gets too steep. Or, like today, it'll be in use because I've been so lethargic, I'm just totally out of shape. That's all there is to it. But my legs still have to go around. I still have to pull on the handlebars a bit to get up some of the hills because I'm not using full power. I'm using very low power settings. So, that's the way it is. Whew, even with the power, I'm pooped. That was a steep hill, and it's not the steepest one. But this is a little coasting area here, so we'll speed up a bit and let her go. All right. Coasting away. All the downhills are appreciated. I wonder how much wind noise is going to be on this recording. I'll be passing on your left. This is a pretty area here. I can't show it to you right now because I can't face that way, but basically it's all nice open kind of farmland, and you get a break from the trees. Anyway. I'm just going to stop and start it every, I don't know, so often. There's not a great deal of variation in looks and things you see on the trail until you get to the water or head through Port Townsend to North Shore. And I'm not sure I'm going to go that far today. We'll see. This is where the trail passes some equestrian properties. I got some horses out in the pasture here, and they've put little seats for people to just stop and rest. I don't know if they've done it or someone else that works on the trail did it, but it sure comes in handy. I'm going to stop right here for a minute and check out the recording, and we'll see. I've put new brake shoes on too. They've never even been bedded in. I did it a couple of months ago. This first ride I've had with them. And I don't know whether they're fully bedded or not. We'll see. It is a good day. My recording, I just listened to it. I sound like I'm constantly out of breath. Breathing too hard. Basically, nothing to say. So, oh well, this is a first try. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. There's the bike. A lot of modification went into that. Gearing, chain rings, multiple different derailleurs, handlebars, packs, seats, controllers, a ton. Well, let's get going. All right, I'm recording this because this is a steep hill, and I want to see how it looks, if it looks as steep on the recording when I get ready. All right, let's get some power because I ain't getting up this without it. I'm going to put it in a nice easy gear, low power assist, and we'll just see if we can get to the top nice and slow, because I'm averaging a whopping 4.8 miles per hour so far. Well, this is good. Appears there's just enough power to get me up the hill without killing me. It's still some pressure on the legs, but nothing like it would be. The whole trip so far, I've been on my middle chain ring up front, which is I'm thinking 32 tooth. It's kind of my main chain ring for this type of, well, for almost all the riding I do, really. When I really need speed, of course, I go to the 44. And when I really have a tough hill, I can go down to the 22. And I've got 1340 in the back, so it gives me a pretty wide gear ratio. I'd like more. I'm thinking, I went from 7-speed to 8-speed. The bike came with just 144 ring up front, no other front chain rings, and just a 7-speed 1128 tooth in the back. And on anything but flat or downhill, without power, it was just unrideable. And I want to be able to ride it so that I can save a lot of the battery power and get extended range on the bike, so that you know, we can simply go further on one battery. Obviously, to go very far, I'm going to have to get a second battery, a bigger one. They say this is a 48 volt battery, but they say it's I think they say 13 amp hours. It might be. I kind of have my doubts. But, you know, I'm sure the manufacturer wouldn't lie. Anyway, it's just, it's so peaceful. I love it when there's no one around, you know, it's not crowded with, I don't mind walkers and stuff, but I like it when it's not crowded. You know, it's just me going my own pace. I'm not trying to impress anybody, not trying to, and I have been known to get stupid and somebody passes me and I go, all right, well, I can go faster too. Such a juvenile thing to do, but you know, that's me. I try to control it. Most of the time I'm successful, not always. But right now, there's nobody to catch up to. So I'm cruising along at an average speed of just about 5 miles an hour. And that's good enough. If I just do the Milo Curry trailhead to the Port Townsend Boat Basin, that's a round trip is 14 miles, it's 7 miles each way. If I feel up to it and want to, I'll go up to the North Shore and come back, and that makes it about, depending on which exact route I take and stuff, it makes it about anywhere from 21 to 23 miles round trip. It's a nice ride. It covers this route and then it covers some sidewalks and off out of traffic things through Port Townsend until you get to you know, the park, the state park, and you can drive, sit and rest at North Shore for a few minutes, turn around. On a warm day, I would like to take some videos of the old fort with all the old embattlements and stuff. Usually the speedometer works when I have power on, but it isn't right now, so I don't care. The GPS on the phone is. Well, I'm a couple of miles down the trail. I've had the recording off because till you get here, you can't tell that you've been anywhere that you. It's exact same scenery's down further. And I'm getting close. I'll be crossing the highway up here, just a real quickie, and into the part of the trail that leads down to the boat basin. This is an area where I don't need to use power at all. It's kind of it looks uphill, but it's actually kind of downhill. I've always found it strange, but we'll see. Boy, there's going to be a lot of editing to make this even get rid of my start and stop things. Passing on your left. Hello. I had to come here. There's a detour because they're working on the trail. So you had to get off the main trail there and ride that little single track. That was fun, actually. Okay, we're almost on the downstretch to the Port Townsend Boat Basin. There's a paper recycling plant here or something, I don't know. I think it's paper recycling, but the odor is horrendous. Some days worse than others. It's quite strong today. I don't know how people live in Port Townsend and smell that crap when the wind goes the right way. Anyway, it looks like they turn it into mulch. It looks like I don't know what all they do with it. Anyway, there's piles and piles and piles of mulch. Thank you. Isn't that lovely? I don't know if you can see it over the brush here. Just belching everything into the sky. I mean, really look at that. Look at that. And there you can see all the piles of paper and cardboard down there. There's tons of it. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, then after you get past here, it gets prettier. If the wind's blowing right, it even smells better. So, as you can see, we're coming into the bay here. I don't know what they call this, Port Townsend Bay, I don't know. Anyway, we're just about, I don't know, maybe a mile and a half from the boat basin. And that'll either be our turnaround point for a 14-mile ride, or we'll, I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I might just cruise up to North Shore. I'm going to stop down here at my usual spot. See how I feel. All right, I'm over 6 miles an hour now. I'm burning it up. That's average. My speed right now is about 15, 16 miles an hour. But that's because I'm going downhill. Hello. Right there I sit a lot of times and eat, just look at the water. But I also like to go to the basin, sit at one of the picnic tables, look at the boats. Passing on your left. Whoa, a lot more new driftwood here. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that. That was spooky. That's what I need to do, is do a header right into some of those logs. That just about topped my day. All right, here we are at the Port Townsend Boat Basin. Here's the picnic tables I quite often sit at. Oh. Sit and have a drink of water. I always like seeing the boats. Have a drink of water. I've come 7.3 miles. The GPS, even though I'm stopped, says I'm still doing 0.8 miles an hour. I don't know. Average speed 6.4 miles per hour. Hour and 9 minutes total, even with stops. Okay, here I am at the boat basin. Yay, boat basin. And I haven't hardly recorded, I didn't think, but it says I only have like 6% battery left, which seems ridiculous. I mean, that's just no time. I thought we were supposed to get like 3 hours, 2 hours. I hadn't even gotten an hour. Anyway. Okay. I'm on my way back. The battery's almost dead, so I'm not recording much, but this is the detour I have to take because they're working on the trail here, so you got to go off this little thing here, the little single track thing, which I don't mind. It's kind of fun. As long as I don't meet somebody else coming faster.